Hello everyone. Welcome to HashUniversity. Thanks for tuning in. Today, I decided to talk about a recent incident which took place on 22nd of May in Washington DC. It was nighttime around 9:30 p.m. where a big U-Haul truck was rammed into the White House boundary or the barricade. So today I'm going to talk about this incident, how it happened, who did it, and my take on that. So stay tuned till the end of this video. All right, let's get started. This story begins in the month of about November or December 2022, where a shy 19-year-old South Asian guy, apparently he's from India or Indian origin, where his parents are from India, he starts to make this plan of going to Washington DC, attacking White House, and seizing the power. That was the plan that he started cooking up about 6 months back. Now, moving forward, on Monday, 22nd of May, he flies from his home about 30 miles away from St. St. Louis, Missouri. The name of the town, I think, is Chesterfield. And he boards a plane. He takes a one-way ticket to Washington, D.C. airport, Dulles Airport in Washington, D.C. He lands there around 7 o'clock, 7 p.m., goes straight to the U-Haul rental place and rents a big U-Haul truck. Then he has a license and everything, so nobody questions him. He's 19-year-old, so he can drive. So apparently U-Haul must have thought, oh, hey, 19-year-old, maybe moving stuff around and whatnot, so they did not question him. What he does, he drives, he goes near White House, and then he runs over the sidewalk where people were walking and people run for their life, obviously. And there's an incident recorded actually. Here it is. Here he tried not once but twice to ram into the metal barricade to get into the White House premises. And then his truck stops, or he stopped the truck, and he gets out, and apparently by that time the US Park Police, who maintains or secures the White House premises, they rush to the scene and they find the smoke and liquid leaking from the truck, and they ask him to come down and get to the ground. What he does, he waves this Nazi flag with swastika on it. These are the reports. And they find a backpack, a diary where all this his plan that he started to cook up like 6 months ago is written down there. And they arrested him. Upon questioning, he says, well, his plan was to get into the White House, seize the power. What about president? They asked him during interrogation, and he goes, well, if needed, I would have hurt him or killed him or anyone who comes in between him and the getting into White House to seize the power. Asking about the flag, he said, oh, he bought online because he thinks Hitler was a very strong leader and he liked his policy, and Germany has strong culture and yada yada yada. So it looks like he's another Nazi sympathizer. What got him into this, nobody knows at this point. That's what happened. Now he has been sent to the federal prison because it looks like he is at flight risk. He might run away, fly away, and stuff like that. So he's in custody. It's bizarre, isn't it? It's crazy. It's crazy to say the least. It's very upsetting to see immigrants, especially from South Asia, they're doing this kind of stuff. It's very rare to tell you. Most of the time, you'll find South Asians, Indians, they are winning spelling bee competitions. They are owning hotels, motels, gas stations, running companies, directors, CEOs. Even in in the politics, we have handful of people from India of South Asian descent, right? But this idiot, I don't know what tricked him, what triggered him. I'm glad I'm glad because nobody got hurt into this. Yes, there was damage to the truck, there was damage to the White House property, that metal barricade and whatnot. But I'm happy that the US Park Patrol Police did not shoot him. If you look at this, it looks like a serious, serious mental issue. What he was thinking, if not mental disorder. Did he watch too many Hollywood movies? Did he watch one of these, Olympus Has Fallen, London Has Fallen, this Gerard Butler movies, or some Bruce Willis Die Hard movies, or Vin Diesel Fast and Furious movies, where Vin Diesel drives his cars and get away with pretty much all the laws of physics and authorities, and nobody can, even the bullets cannot get to him. People are driving trucks and tanks into buildings and nothing happens and they get away with pretty much everything. How delusional this guy was. Clearly, it's a serious, serious mental disorder issue. And I hope people treat it like that. There are a couple of things that I could not wrap my head around when this guy, 19-year-old, and it looks like he did his schooling and studies pretty well. If you look at his LinkedIn profile, it looks like he knows what he is doing in life. He's trying to become a data analyst, and he was shy. That's what his friends or the students he went to school with. They say he was shy. He won't talk much, but certainly something happened during pandemic or last year that triggered him. As I said, one thing I could not wrap my head around was how come he could just go in a one-way ticket, nobody asked him. Because what happens in South Asian families, people, our family members know what other person is doing, whether it's parents, siblings, we know where this person is going and for why. So certainly there's certain things, certain pieces of information missing. Looks like some bad incident happened with him during pandemic or last year, which kind of destabilized him mentally, and he decided to attempt this. We are so connected because of the presence of internet and this technology, number of screens. We know this mental disease or mental illness is on the rise. People are getting triggered left and right for different things. So by this video, I don't want to make fun or categorize people into certain brackets, but I made this video to point out the importance of mental health. If you are feeling down, bad, negative about something, write it down, talk to people, get mental help if needed. Also, people, you can look around for your siblings and even your parents. Ask them if you find them depressed or sad or angry for that matter. It takes a lot of people to fix one person, but the very first thing is to find out, oh, there's an issue, there's a problem. This looks like this guy was very reclusive, alone, separate. He won't talk to anyone, and then all of a sudden he decided to do this stupid thing. I don't know if there's a justification that, oh, uh, something really bad happens, something that he saw on the news that triggered him, that America is going downhill, is going to be so bad he cannot survive. I don't know what happened there, but certainly there is a trigger. But incident as a whole, it is disturbing. It is very bad for the South Asian people, because whenever incidents such as this happen, people try to categorize. But clearly, this is a case of serious, serious mental issue. This guy was delusional, demented, and so disoriented with reality that he thought he's gonna just ram U-Haul into the White House and go inside and just seize the power, as if power is some sort of cake inside the White House that he can just go and eat it and become so powerful. So certainly there's no justification. If you find something bad is happening in government or anywhere for that matter, okay, fight it legally. There's a process, there's democratic process to do that. As I said, there are a number of people of South Asian descent, Indians, or first generation of Indians, who are in politics. They are fighting for different issues. If you find something you want power, then okay, run for office. This guy is only 19-year old. He could have very well done that. I hope this goes away and he can start over without messing it further. But for other people who are thinking or feeling to follow similar kind of path that this guy did, I would like to tell you guys there is a way to fight or fix problems. There's always a way. But do not do something stupid. This guy, as I said, would have got killed. So if you want to fight or fix a problem, by all means do that. Yes, but do it in a legal way, in a democratic way, where you want power, okay, go for it. You know what is happening right now? There is one guy of Indian descent. He's running for office of president. That's the way to get the power and then fix the problems. And also, I feel somewhere, maybe this was the part of identity crisis, because nowadays, because of this internet and so much exposure, and so many people are acquiring fame through different things, people, especially teenagers, they are trying to identify themselves. Where do they fit? What they should do? Which group they should join? So they are getting into this identity crisis, which is which is very detrimental if you do not fix it, if you do not provide or find a mean to identify yourself. Identification could be a brilliant student, an athlete, a president of certain club, or millionaire, billionaire, businessman, director, president, husband, father. Number of things could be the identity. So you don't have to actually about identity. When you work hard reaching your goals, completing your education, starting a business or getting a job, and then serving your family, these identities come automatically to you. You don't have to fight and do something extraordinary to identify yourself. But when you want to cut, but when you decide to not to follow this rather slow path to find your identity, to make use of your time and energy, you try to do these stupid things to identify yourself, not this sympathizer in this particular case. Also, this is my message for all the teenagers and young people who are not happy with current affairs, the way government is doing the things and all the news we consume. It's consumption of too much news, too much information, especially the negative ones. As you know, the positive news rarely come out. It's always some kind of critique, some conspiracy theories that messes up our brain. So pay attention what you are consuming, how you're feeling. Ask yourself number of times, how do you feel throughout the day? And when you feel disturbed, find a way uh, to to relax, to find that inner peace, so that you can carry day activity. I hope people are mentally well and they do their best in studies and business, at work, and maintaining their families. and they get satisfaction and pleasure and happiness through that instead of doing anything stupid such as this particular incident. Okay, with that I would like to end this video. If you agree to my points and feel you have learned something, please like, subscribe, and comment your thoughts if you have any difference of opinion. With that, I would like to close this video. See you soon. Thank you. Bye bye. Take care.